Carrie Ann is evil in After Dark. So I love the slow dissolve. Every week he's like, slow dissolve. So did you want to repeat what you just said?
If you want, I actually this one was my favorite recently. The thing about hashtag TMRO is that it's not just searchable on Twitter, it's also searchable on Facebook.
Right.
And if you were to search for hashtag TMRO...
People use it to indicate tomorrow.
Right now, there's this decent-looking female making some odd duck faces with weird lighting choices, talking about early, hashtag start, hashtag TMRO, hashtag night. Don't know why. So I figure every once in a great while we should just randomly feature a hashtag TMRO that is decidedly not intended for our website in any way,
nothing to
shape,
do
or
with the
form.
show whatsoever.
But just because, you know, I think it'd be hilarious.
So those
That's the way I
astute
go.
viewers out there may have noticed that I do not have my Macintosh, and instead we have two surfaces.
I still see your Mac.
Yeah, you do. It sticks out a little. JZN82 asked if we'll be back in California then. I imagine you meant for the January episode. We're not going anywhere in December other than not being on air. So yes, we'll still be in California though. I don't know how to answer that question otherwise.
Even the slaves get Christmas off.
Yes. Yeah, well, you've got a screaming little one to attend to.
Please have a show. Please have a show. Please have a show.
We'll just tell Kitty that we have a show so you can come over for a couple of hours.
She's watching.
Damn it! Oh.
So, couple questions in the chat room. One is, did we find a new studio space yet? I have decided to not move us in 2015 to a new studio space. We are instead going to use that money to buy some new gear. And in fact, I was talking with Dutta earlier. When you watch our interviews with Skype and whatnot, you'll notice that there's that stupid return video window in the lower corner. There are also some quality issues that we have from time to time. And then last week, I think, when Space Mike was calling in, because, you know, that's what you're supposed to do, he was trying to do what he was supposed to be doing, it interrupted the guest. So there's something called Skype TX, which is the broadcast version of Skype, and there are manufacturers who make products. The cheapest one I found thus far is $4,000, unfortunately. It's from NewTek. It's called Talk Show. I think I would like to buy one of those. What I'd really like, if anyone knows someone from Microsoft or from NewTek, I'd really not like to spend $4,000 on this because, you know, we don't make that much. You guys can see how much we make in Patreon.
Sponsorship. Excuse me.
Well, we don't. There are better places I can spend that $4,000 than a single unit. But the interviews and guests, I think, are important. So I don't know. I'm going back and forth in my head. It's not that it's not worth that. It's just that, you know, there are other things I want to do. So we're gonna leave it here for this year, most likely. We are going to most likely change the set. So it'll be not huge changes. Would you call them huge changes? How would you classify the set changes?
Well, that doesn't matter. If we make a tiny change, everyone freaks out.
They didn't notice the second surface. Surf-eye. They didn't notice the surf-eye.
Well, they will once... Never mind. I can't... Well, yeah, no, it's after dark. I can say that.
Oh, yeah.
They'll notice that when they can see my boobs better.
Yeah, that's the point of all of this. That's why... I mean,
that's why we're getting the white reflective table to get
you're a little more...
Light
Bam!
Yeah.
White all-up-ons.
Anyway.
Build it out of Lego. Build a set out of Lego.
Yeah, see, yeah, look at all the... They did. They all did, apparently. Yeah, no, I feel like, yeah, I think every time we went from the red table to the non-red table and everyone had a hissy fit. We switch sides and people freak out, right? I mean, so yeah, I think any change is going to feel like a big change, right? Dad
Dog does, in fact, know someone at Microsoft. I don't know if that person is capable of getting us a free Skype TX unit, but we're easygoing, cool kids, and I would love to get my hands on a Skype TX unit or two for the show. And
Dad,
it's-
Christmas and or Ben's birthday is coming up.
no. I think, dear
Joking.
community.
I'm joking. I'm so joking.
But if someone can get the conversation started, or at least guide me in the right direction, I think we have a worthwhile cause, and we can give them good feedback on the product, and we use it week after week. So anyhow, that's something to be. There's something. Hopefully, there's something there. So if someone has a contact, Benjamin at TMRO.tv. I'd really appreciate any introductions or anything you can do to help, so we don't have to spend that $4,000 on that product. If I do have to spend the $4,000, I will, because I do think that is where we need to be. Google Hangouts didn't quite work like I wanted.
Right.
The Skype calls quality is just so much better. We just need to refine it even more to make the show even better, so it doesn't look like this hacky show that we're doing in our dining room kitchen.
Even though we are.
The table is going to change, so it'll be similar but different. It'll be this but white. The background from this is 10 years old. Can you believe that?
Yeah. Well,
this foam is 10 years old.
It's at least 10 years
and
old.
it is time for it to go away. I'm shining blue light on the foam. We're going to change it out. Some of it's going to be white, and we haven't decided on what the rest of it's going to look like. And I believe the pattern will be changing as well. And it's going to go all the way down, because right now it doesn't actually go. Oh, it's going to go all the way up and all the way down, which is going to make this shot so much easier.
That's pretty.
That table?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get that one then.
Okay.
That's so subtle but nice changes. I think it'll really pull the show open. And I have contacted Subtractive and asked them more than once now to update the open so that we can get TMRO in the open and close. And I think I'm just getting ignored at this point. I know they're busy and they've got family stuff, but I might have to go elsewhere for a new open before the new year, and then obviously a new close.
So,
I am not doing a green screen.
No. Jim says he's going to miss the foam.
Well, it will still be foam. It's just not this foam. Why will Jim miss the foam?
I don't know. That's what he said. I will miss the foam, period. Those are the words he used.
All right, well, yeah, no chroma key.
Other than it not extending to the ceiling and to the far wall, I don't see a problem with the foam when it's lit purple.
Yeah, when it's purple, it's fine.
It's cool looking.
When it's brown, it's ugly. And when you get really close to it, you can still smell cat.
Our cat peed on it.
Probably more than once.
A lot. It's going to go all the way to the ceiling. What's going to change is it's going to be here's my current plan. I'm going to give it away. Because you're an After Dark and you guys are cool, so it won't be as much of a surprise, but hopefully you'll like it. There's going to be, each foam block is 2 feet by 2 feet. It's a square, right? So there you go. We're going to replace the pyramids, which are 3 inches deep, right? So it's a 3-inch deep pyramid, blah, blah, blah. Those are going to be replaced with that kind of more traditional looking sound foam that kind of has the 3 lines this way, then 3 lines this way, then 3 lines this way, back and forth and back and forth. But that will be in white. And we're going to do 2 of them stacked on top of each other.
Not checkered. What's wrong with you? No, not checkered.
I don't know how to describe that. We're going to do 4 feet tall. So 2 of those stacked on top of each other in a row across the back in white. And then the wall is obviously taller than 4 feet. So that's going to be kind of from like here to about here or so. Yeah, but it has to come in white.
Oh.
From here to here. Then the rest of it is going to be more of a slate color, and it might actually still be the pyramids, and it's going to go all the way up to the ceiling and all the way down to the floor in this additional color. So you're going to have this kind of 2 textured set. It's going to be slightly lighter. And then instead of having this single light with the strong blue kind of point on the back, my plan is to get some focus spots that kind of have this kind of shape to the light, and they're going to be kind of pointing down on it. So you kind of have this shape, and then it will kind of, and then kind of this over here, and keep continuing down the entire line. So you kind of have these white spots that go down. And that will be the background of the set, at least for now. And then Carrie Ann in the chat room just posted the kind of general shape of the foam that we're looking at. Let's see here if that's the right one.
They've got spade and wave shapes.
I know, I like it. No.
Yeah, and actually that might be good too. Yeah. That's the general shape that we're looking at for...
BZ, yeah, BZ, the one you've got, it might be
It's close, but it will be white, and I think that's so. We're gonna have a white table.
Or I'm sorry, not BZ, Zigger. Sorry.
We're gonna have a white table, kind of a white stripe across the back, and then the rest of it will still be colored and look cool, but it won't be white. It will be a light gray, or maybe I'm also tempted to do the kind of new Tomorrow blue or something close to that, so you get a splash of color in the scene. I'm not sure. So that's the going plan at least. Now I have not convinced Carrie Ann that the 2 texture is going to look good. Also, I'm not convinced the 2 texture is going to look good. So what we're going to do is, I know that I want the white foam, that kind of cool middle stripe. So we're going to order that like after the show. We're just going to order it, make sure we have enough, and then a few spares. And then we're going to take down that row up here and then move the rest of it kind of up so that we can kind of see what it's going to look like if we were to do the pyramid foam on the top and bottom, or at least get an idea of what the depth difference looks like. And I'm actually kind of excited for the depth difference. So the white foam will actually only be 1 inch thick. The rest of the foam is 3 inches thick, so that whole section in the middle will actually be recessed a little bit, and that might look cool. The other thing I'm going to do is in that recess is drop a nice rope light straight across, so it kind of glows a little bit from the top. I'm not going to put the Tomorrow logo in the center of the foam, but one thing that drives me batshit bonkers is having the logo on the screen too many times. There was one time, do you remember how many it was?
It was like 6.
There was one time, it was
awful.
Go over here, because what happened was we had like this, and then this, and then this, and I think we had like a mug. Yeah,
there was a bug, like, and
oh yeah, there was the chiclet, and then there was a bug, and then there was a mug. All of them with the logo on it.
Yeah,
this was
bad.
the old Space Vidcast logo, not the cool new Tomorrow logo,
Yeah.
the Rocket logo.
Yeah.
But it was like rocket, 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 rocket. Everywhere you looked was this logo, and I was like, I saw that, and my brain clicked, and I went, nope, no more. Even right now, when you're watching this on demand, there will be 3 of our logo on the screen at any moment in time. Here, here, and up here. Click to subscribe. Click to subscribe. So, there you go. And Jim Nobles mentions a white background lets me do anything with lights. Yep.
That's pretty.
Yeah, but the lip.
Oh.
Yep. That was an issue I kept running into, is the stupid lip. And how you mount it, because I found some other really great stuff. When we do get the space... when we do get the... when we do get the studio space, which will probably happen late 2015, and then we'll begin shows 2016 in there, if everything goes to plan, which it never does. I have a stone background that I'm looking at. Do you remember the stones that you found that one time?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be amazing.
Remember that thing from that one time?
Yep, and you do though, don't you?
Yeah, of course I do.
They're
so
huge
cool
stones. They're about yay thick and then about 4 feet tall, I think it was.
Yeah. They were awesome. Sauce.
They were awesome, and they are just this gorgeous architectural stone that you use, and it's going to be amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I don't think it's in white.
Anyhow. No, I mean we're happy with the. I'm happy with the shape we have. So there you go. Another thing that's happening is we did a trademark infringement notice on the YouTube channel youtube.com/TMRO because I tried to contact the dude for a year now. And never got back to me, because you can only use, YouTube's so stupid, you can only use their messaging system. They give you no other method to contact them, and the messaging system doesn't email them, so if you never log into the account, you're never going to get the message. They hadn't logged into the account for 3 years, so of course they're not going to see that. So I did the takedown notice, because I didn't have any other option, and like a week later, I get an email from the dude, being like, dude, what the hell? And I'm like, oh, man, because I'm willing to buy it from him, I'm not an asshat. And so that transaction is in work, which means starting with season 8, you'll hopefully be able to get us over at youtube.com/TMRO. So we'll start there. Thanks for doing that with me. That was fantastic. TMRO.
Dada, yeah, I found the same thing, but I don't know if it comes in white.
Yep. Also, we had last week the most number of new Tomorrow Patreon subscribers that we've had like since we started, And I think it's because Carrie Ann did the guest interview.
It has nothing to do with that in any way, shape, or form. It's redonkulous to think so.
DSL Synth is asking if a varied background will work well visually or be too busy for the viewers. Because it's a continuing pattern, I mean, this is a continuing pattern. It's going to be about this size. It's just that it's going to be split into two sections, top and bottom. So I think, did you find one you like?
Look at that.
Yeah, but that's a ceiling tile, right?
So?
Generally, those are not going to be very easily wall mountable. Also, it's not going to look like you think it's going to look on camera.
Which one?
I don't think it means what you think it means.
I don't think it means what you think it means. So anyhow, I don't think it'll be too visually distracting. It'll be it'll be actually fairly subtle, different. Well, the change in the set will be more dramatic, but it will look better than just having a solid background, like a solid single surface. It'll look nicer. Are we going to Disney for the next few weeks? No, we've got a company party tonight, and then tomorrow I'm gonna sleep in because. Dude. And then next week we've got The Hobbit, right? The Hobbit. And then we hit the new year. And then I'm taking a week. I'm taking a little bit of time off to basically rip our apartment apart to put all this new stuff in place.
Yeah.
And then after all of that, we've got our annual pilgrimage to Disney World.
Yay.
And we're doing it over her birthday.
My birthday.
Yep.
Oh, we could just use shuttle tiles. That's a good idea.
So the problem is we'll butt them back to get back. It's just going to look like it's going to end up being like the kitchen floor at where we work, where you think it's a good idea on paper, but then it ends up just being like this solid surface, and you're like, why did you even do that?
Yeah, but then they each have a unique serial number.
That you won't see. Oh. Hello, Uncle BS.
Get some flame trench tiles to the background.
Yeah. What we need is a space. We need a studio space, but before we can do that, we need to get our Patreon subscribers up to around probably $1,500 a month or so. If we can get to $1,500 a month, that'll bring in about maybe $3,500 a month.
So Vax decided to join us in After Dark.
Hi, Vax.
And UBS might have called us at 7 o'clock in the morning, but my phone was on silent. Hide the Lego Ben in the phone.
Oh yeah, Lego Benny will be gone with season 8. Just forewarning you guys, Lego Benny's going away.
Sorry.
No more Lego Benny. It is going to look nice with the 3 surfaces in a row like that. It's going to be kind of a sleek look.
Yeah, you got to do something to block the noise from the surface. That's for surf eyes, though.
Block the what?
Noise.
Maybe we will. I think it's this one. Yep. Because this one's
annoying.
Wait, but check it out. This one is fine.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think it's because this one, I don't know what it is doing. But it is, here, just touch it.
Yep. Feels like the espresso machine.
Yeah, it's just hot for some reason.
Yes, my laptop will be replaced. No worries.
What if I
And
do
yes,
this?
I know it looks out of place now. And no, you don't need to apologize for that. Tape over the vents? That's an idea.
That can only end well.
So I'm not sure. How's that?
There you go.
So much better.
Yeah, so
Holy crap, that was loud.
What?
Yeah, no joke, dude.
yeah, as soon as I kick it on.
Is it the older one?
Yeah, but this is so
Wow.
so I will check and see if it's the IRC application that I'm running on here that's causing that to happen.
Yeah, okay, sure. The Netflix thing is interesting, but it's never going to happen on Zet.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Ever. Sorry.
Cup holders. I wonder if we should update the cups because these won't work as well. Because the reason these work is they tie with this.
And that kind of.
Yeah, but that's not what it's going to be anymore.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. But I like them.
But I like them.
You'll just have to use your new TMRO mugs.
Well, we haven't reached that Patreon goal yet.
Did you get your samples?
No. Jerks.
Did you order samples?
Yes. I did.
Then why haven't you gotten samples?
I don't know.
I love when you talk about things or you do things behind me. No, you. I hate you so much.
Bye, Vax. Let's see if it's still.
Benjamin is not a cup holder. He's a cup shifter.
Well, he's also my wallet.
Hang on. Did I shift my cup a lot during the show? That, I feel like that sentence just by itself, with no context.
Overheard on Twitter.
Let's see what happens here if I do this. Oops. Let's do this.
Will you ever bring back the Space News video? No. You should go on a year-long trip around the world to each citizen's location.
That would actually be kind of cool. Let's do this. Sorry. Here we go. I suppose I could just, I could have a web page open that has the stuff I need in it.
Space News Jazz Hands?
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, then the fan, I need to wait for this to cool down still.
No joke, dude. That's crazy pants.
It's, I mean, the computer is like hot, which is why the fan's on.
Wow, those are something.
So, what the, okay, those are actually kind of awesome. What are they?
They're cups.
That's a martini if I've
Well,
ever
it's
seen one.
yeah, that's a shake. That's the shaker, and that's the martini cup.
That's actually kind of cool.
I agree. That is actually kind of cool.
Except that it reminds me of our bubble rockets, and I can't do that.
I like the bubble rockets.
I like the bubble rockets as well.
I like them.
I like them.
Well, Johnny Boy says heat means it's inefficient. Dump it. I think what's happening is it's whatever program we're running is running away with the processor, creating a lot of heat. So yeah, just need to not let it do that.
A little tin with your gin. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want us to buy a whole bunch of construction paper and put it on the wall?
No, there's no.
That just doesn't make any sense.
There's no need for that. So what you do, because we're dropping white in there, and then something that will be off-white, like
Not white.
gray, right? Gray or black, or probably gray. What we'll do is we'll just light it, right? So we can drop gels onto the lights, and then whatever, if we want to change its color, we just change the color of the light. Done and done. There you go. That's what's going on. 20, whatever that year is, 2015,
Sure.
early 2015. I feel like we're winding down in After Dark.
Yes. Those people outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, kids. I think we're done. I've stalled.
Way to go, Ben.
Thanks, Dutta. Also, Dutta has a time constraint. Needs to be out of here right now.
10 minutes.
Right now.
Right now!
Oh, crap. Speaking of, we need one of those. Yep.
I want to move your, yeah.
Is that good enough?
It's never good enough.
Don't I know it? All right. What are we doing for an intro here?
Things. Stuff.
Orion's back. All right, coming up, the rumble in the Amazon jungle. Right?
Yep.
All right, coming up, the rumble in the Amazon jungle.
Orion's back in town.
Orion's back in town.
But you gotta sing it like the song.
You gonna sing it like the song?
Like, if the boys are back in town?
Yeah.
Okay.
Orion's back and he's coming up in trouble.
Splish splash, taking a bath.
All right, so we're gonna go the rumble in the Amazon jungle,
Orion's back in town.
and Boeing completes some paperwork. Plus,
Yeah.
is that terrible?
Nope.
Oh, that's awesome.
That
All right.
makes sense to me.
All right, here we go. Plus, Lonsdorp, Boss Lonsdorp. All right, here we go. Number 1. Coming up, the rumble in the Amazon jungle.
Orion is back in town.
Boeing completes some paperwork. Plus, we talk with Boss Lonsdorp, the co-founder and CEO of Mars One. Stay tuned. Tomorrow begins right now. How do we like that one? Is that terrible? What's the chat room say? Waiting for the room to catch up.
Wait for it.
My email address is Benjamin, BenJamin, at tomorrow, TMRO.tv. Thank you, Carrie. Oh, I would greatly appreciate that, right? I'd love to grab a unit or two. Push my luck. But at the very least one that we can incorporate into the show. We already have a switcher that does SDI in and out. I've already got a mix minus that I can send back to the system. I mean, we're set in that regards. I need a professional system. The thing is, everyone's pricing. There's more than. I'm going to get on this soapbox before we leave.
Holy crap! You've just started 4 sentences.
Thank you.
And I'm not
Welcome to my life.
Not going to finish any of them. The thing is, this product, there's more than one manufacturer, right? It's called Skype TX, and that's kind of the platform that Microsoft laid out. And anyone can pick it up and run with it, but everyone's charging like $4,000 for these boxes. And the correct price point is $1,000, $999. But everyone's, and maybe it's a requirement by Microsoft, everyone's at $39.99 for some reason. I do not know why. And it's $3,000 too expensive. So I'm cool with $999, or preferably for free, so we can throw that money into the set, into a studio space, into microphones, because we're going to need those for the studio space, into something. But yeah, there you go. So, on that note, I think we're done, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week. And, Dada, you've got a baby to go take care of.
Baby.
Baby!
Away, baby!
Away, baby! Get in my belly!
hope not.
Bye, kids. Bye. Goodbye. Oh, it's so dark now. Who turned out the lights? Ah, it's kind of scary. Someone just turned on some something.